And hi, welcome back to Virtual RYC. My name is Mr. Harris, and in this session, we're going to break down the whole vocal piece that you heard for the song Lovely Day. Now, whenever we do these, we're going to only try to address a few things. And this is very good for those who are beginners and for those who are intermediate, all right, singers. Today, we're going to approach timing, voice placement, and feeling, which to me is the most important. That's why I put the big happy face next to it, right? This whole thing about feeling. But let's address timing very, very quickly for those of us who've never really did any kind of music lessons at all. So we're going to talk about this piece right here, which is called 4/4 timing, right? Top means 4 beats to a measure, all right? Chord note gets 1 beat. So we won't address this right now. And this right here is what we call bar lines. And you can have a series of these. And if you see 2 lines at the end, that means stop. And if you see 2 dots, that means repeat. So vocalists, usually when you have music, you'll have the C minor chord or the A flat major chord. Then you have the lyrics printed on the bottom, all right? Or sometimes printed on the top, which is what we're reading. And so it falls within this here timing, all right? So this right here gets whole note, which gets 4 beats. It can be 2 half notes. It can be 4 quarter notes. Or a series of other notes that always equal 4 beats. So let's talk about what does that even mean, 4 beats, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're always going to go back to 1. So usually when you hear music, you're probably counting infinity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're just enjoying the music, right? But for musicians, we got to know this. We need to know the time signature. So we know there's 4 beats in the measure, or 3 beats in the measure, or 6 beats in the measure. Most of the songs that we consume and that we dance to are very often 4/4. So once again, 4/4. Now what is this right here? BPM, all right? It means beats per minute. So on most keyboards that you buy or most of the drum machines that you purchase, and even now you can even get apps, right? I always suggest to vocalists to practice also, which means not just that way, but also practice using some kind of time signature. All right, some kind of metronome. So if you go to your little keyboard or something, you hit metronome, put 120. This song is probably somewhere like 115. All right, so it's about here. But once again, know where the 1 is at. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you practice this song, try to practice at 120 or either 115 BPM. All right, so that's our lesson on timing. Let me see if I can now get some vocalists in this room so we can talk about some other things like voice placement and feeling. Don't go nowhere. Coming right back. All right, we're back, and I got some singers with me. Let's say hello to NWAM with a message. These young folks get to travel all over, do about 100 shows a year, but they also take lessons here with me, so they have agreed to be a part of this class today. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is voice placement. All right, so we always talk about 3 placements. Somebody give me one of them.
Full voice.
Full voice. That's that big sound, right? It comes from the diaphragm. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. What's another one?
Mask.
Mask, right? Or the head voice, some singers will call it. Right? It's right out of here, right out your face. That's your mask. What do you call it? The mask, right here. It's which is your talking voice, when you sing from your talking voice. And the last one is?
Falsetto.
Falsetto. That real, like, fake Mickey Mouse voice kind of thing. And when you sing kind of high, but also falsetto can be very low. It can also be a falsetto voice, right? It's an unnatural kind of sound. All right, so the hardest one out of all 3, which one do you think is the most difficult?
Full voice.
Full voice. We all know that, right? It's really, really hard, right? So if you put your hand on your stomach, and you can't really be cute in this class, you got to kind of like open up because we only got like 10 more minutes to be with you guys, right? So we're here. We're gonna breathe in through our nose so we don't dry out our vocal cords. We're gonna breathe in through our nose and fill this whole cavity, which is called the what?
Diaphragm.
The diaphragm, right? So here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this is the only time you can walk around looking like this with mommy, and mommy not ask you questions of, hey, what's going on with your stomach, right? Mommy is just air. All right, and release. Very good. If we turn to the side, you can really see what's going on. Everybody turn sideways. Now, if they're doing this properly, their shoulders should not rise. You should only see their stomach. If their shoulders rise, the air is coming from where?
Your lungs.
Your lungs. And we don't want to breathe from our lungs while we're singing. All right, we're going to bring the air from here. So now I'm going to get out the way so you guys can be judgmental. All right, here we go. On the count of 3, watch this one. 1, 2 and 3. Bring air in. And release. All right, that's not bad. Bring air in. And release. And you're saying, why are we doing this? This was a singing class. Well, I'm going to tell you why. This time when you do it, let out a sigh, a sound, right? We want to bring the sound from here, not from here. From here. Ready? And bring air in and out. One more time. Bring air in and out. All right, you guys can turn around. I feel like soldiers right now. All right, left face. All right. So now that is breathing from your diaphragm, and we'll give you more exercises and other ways to learn and do this. Just keep tuning in, and we're gonna have some lessons just on certain things, right? But I want to get to the song. We talked about 3 placements. That's full. The other one is mask. Mask is kind of easy because if you're talking, you can kind of sing from your mask. I am talking. I'm just sustaining the note. I sound like a robot, but I am talking and singing from my mask. Does that make sense? So everybody go la and la. Right out of your mask, right out of your face. Right? So now give me that same note. In falsetto. Ready? And la. Give me mask. La. Give me full voice. La. Now it's not just volume, it's really about placement. And what placement does, it colors the song. So when you're singing a song and you're singing in all these different placements, it adds color to the song, all right? We're gonna warm up a little bit, and feel free to do these warm-ups with us. And then we're gonna go into the song Lovely Day in terms of how we approach that song. Now, those of us who maybe take lessons in school, because this is a great lesson for those who are beginners and those who are intermediate, you probably learned solfege, which you mean do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. All right? We do something a little bit different. We operate in numbers. Because music to me is all about numbers when you talk about the 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, and all this other kind of crazy stuff. So we even do our exercises in numbers. So please join in with us. Start from here. We're gonna start A flat. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys sound amazing. All right. So now we understand numbers. If I ask you, matter of fact, let's see if these guys know. What numbers did I play?
1, 3, 5.
Cool. What is this?
5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3.
Because they understand the scale of numbers, they can now hear the numbers as they relate to the scale. All right? Let's do one more exercise. 1, 2, ready, and
1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 1.
Cool. All right. 2 last things before we get to the song, right? So whenever there's someone who's conducting the music, that person is called what?
The MD.
The MD, right? Not medical doctor, but musical director, all right? So I'm gonna be the MD right now for the song, right? And so whenever we see this, and we've seen this a lot here lately, which is a good fist, and it means multiple things, right? Mm-hmm. But it also, in music, it means what?
Get ready to stop.
We're getting ready to stop, right? This means to
Hold the note.
Michael Jackson made it famous, right? And that means
Stop.
Stop. All right? Once again, let me see if they know. All right? This means
Get ready to stop.
it means get ready to stop. This means
Hold the note.
all right, that means
Stop.
all right, they cheated. I wanted you to say it. the camera to talk back to me, but they were talking. All right, so the song is Lovely Day. This is introduction. So now you guys know how to count. We talked about timing. In the beginning of the song, we have an 8-bar introduction. All right, so we have 8-bar introduction where there's no singing. There's just music. What does that intro do? It introduces the flow of the song. What does it feel like, right? So that way a singer can get ready to perform, all right? So we got 8 bars of nothing, and then we go into the song, and we're singing unison in the very beginning. Unison means what? One voice, right? Same melody, same note. Harmony means same melody, different note, right? So we're going to sing this all in unison. And people think unison is easy. Oh, we're all just singing together. It is very hard. That's what we call an ensemble right here. It's very hard for all of them to sound alike. All right? So let's try that. 8-bar introduction. They're filming the song right now. You see them? They got a little flow going. That's what they're doing, right? Then we get ready and sing.
When I wake up in the morning, love,
Right?
and the sunlight hurts my eyes,
Right?
and something with that warning, love, bears heavy on my mind.
And stop right there. All right, so we learned about a few things. About timing. We came in on what beat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. When I wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. When I wake up, right? What beat did we come in on?
2.
We came on the second beat. So now you got to learn these kind of things. So you got to listen, right? So we had 8-bar introduction. We came in on the second beat. Now we also, in the last thing, we talked about feeling. And to me, this is the most important thing for a singer. Because we could have done this. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, something without warning, love. That's kind of nice. Right? But it was a different kind of feeling. Doesn't mean you didn't have feeling. It was a different kind of feeling. The feeling that we're presenting right now is very energetic, very upbeat. So we talked about unison. So part of singing unison is they all have to be and having the same kind of feeling. Let me see how good they are. We're going to sing this in when I wake up in falsetto, right? Very kind of laid back. Right? Everybody got me?
Yeah.
You got a 4-bar introduction. So now you got to count. And we're going to come in on falsetto. Let's see if they any good. And
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something with that warning, love, that's heavy on my mind.
and great. Nice. All right? Different kind of feeling. It's not that one is better than the other. It's very different. So you have to be very clear as a musical director, what feeling do you want? The same thing that producers do in the studio. What feeling do you want for the song? All right. So the only part that's missing from this song is the verse. All right? And the chorus. So the breakdown of this song is the introduction. Then we go into this whole part here. Everybody comes together. And then we have a breakdown for a lead part. Who's got the lead on this part? All right. I know you're not in great voice today. You can get through this part?
Yes, I'm
All
going
right.
to try.
All right. So cool. So we're going to come out of that. And matter of fact, come in here. Then I look and
Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me, yeah. I still just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be, yeah.
Nice. So what does the lead allow to do? It allows a little bit of improvisation. So the reason why we let her sing it by herself, or anyone else who could have been singing the lead part, it allows you to kind of like, how do I feel this song? What do I want to add? So those of us who are at home and you're going to do the lead part, that's the basis of how she felt it. You might feel a little bit different. So when it's your turn to sing, know the words, know the basic melody, but you can add your own feel and your own dynamics and flavor to the song. Does that make sense? All right. So cool, we covered a lot today. We talked about timing, we talked about voice placement, and we talked about how we approach this song. As this goes out, as the tape goes out, can we take them to the chorus? All right. Why don't we take it from you doing the lead part again into the chorus, right? 1, 2, ready, and.
Then I look at you, and the world alright with me. Yeah. Said I took just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be, yeah. A lovely day.
Keep that chorus going. Lovely day.
A lovely day. A lovely day.
Last one.
A lovely day.
So we talked about unison singing, and now we're going to talk about harmony. And we said that harmony is what? The same melody, different notes. So on Lovely Day, we break it up into 1, 3s, and 5s. And so for those of us who go to churches and some of your schools, you may have a tenor, alto, and soprano. So our tenor is the 1, our alto is the 3, and our soprano is the 5, right? That's just basic harmony, right? So who's singing the 1 with us today? All right, all 3 of those guys. All right, great. Can you all give me what you're singing on the 1s? And
A lovely day.
good. That'll be the tenor part of the 1.
A lovely day.
3s are our altos. Where you at?
A lovely day.
Nice. Hear it again?
A lovely day.
5s or soprano?